Hey guys, it looks like we're getting more info on the blood vials finally. I was a little worried the other day when I felt like we were coming up on some of the last bit of info that we would be receiving during DLC 3 before they start talking about DLC 4. Jason said that we would know what the vials are for before DLC 4, and I was hoping we might get some info from the music video. That seemed like a great time to do that, but then it didn't happen. But today they surprised us with a Dempsey memory segment where it shows him holding one of the blood vials and then seeing a ghostly image of himself. I'll play the memory of Dempsey now and then share some thoughts about what it made me think.
Field report. Final entry. Oh, this is it. The end game. I know what I have to do. Richtofen's barely holding it together. I've got to believe he can go the extra mile. None of us really know how this is going to play out. But we all know it's the only way forward. We can only hope that our souls may find a better future.
Okay, so he says, we can only hope that our souls will find a better future. When I saw this, it made me think that the 4 characters are doomed and that Treyarch might kill them off in the end of DLC 4, and that the blood vials will be used to somehow clone them, and then the souls from the summoning key will be inserted and they will be able to live on. If they did kill off the 4 main characters in some cutscene at the end of DLC 4, it might seem strange to just keep playing the game, so I don't know how they would make that work, but it's so dramatic and it would be such a cool ending, like, oh my god, they're dead, but they're coming back and they're recloned and, their souls have been inserted into these new bodies. I had a conversation with my VIP Twitter group to get their input on the idea, and they had some really awesome stuff to say, so thank you guys and big shout out to all of you. One of the responses that stood out to me was from Javier, and he said, well, when someone makes a clone, it doesn't appear from nowhere, it has to be born as a baby, and maybe that's why in the Origins cutscene we see the kids. And yes, that sounds amazing and a really good ending. So in the Origins cutscene, that would be Edward Richtofen sitting there, and that is a genetic clone of him with the Richtofen soul, and he's growing up as a child. And then maybe we would see the other characters as well as children and them being clones also. It still wouldn't explain how all the zombie toys all of a sudden became real, and I made a video about the possibility that everything wasn't real and was just a child's game all along, and what we experience in game is just their imagination. I'm really hoping that that is not the ending and that everything was real. Raffles had interviewed Jason Blundell and he had said that the Origin characters were real, so hopefully there's not some weird twist to what he was saying and not answering us in a cryptic way. We obviously don't have all the info about the blood vials yet, but I was happy to see this memory segment and to get a little bit more information, but I hope you guys enjoyed this and we'll see you next video.